Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. John Lopez UK today, and today we're back in MadOut2, and I'm going to teach you guys how to code and properly code your police cars in MadOut2. So let me just explain a few things about properly keeping your police vehicles up to code. I see a lot of people in online doing this with their cars where they do something along the lines of this. They paste police into their vehicles, and then let's just make that black. They don't modify the font, they put police on both sides, and then obviously they do this with their light bar. So this is something you do not want to do in MadOut2. This is basically a noob who doesn't know it. They put police here, police there, and then obviously if they feel like it, some people don't, but what they do is they do something like this where they have 911 on the front. Hold on one second, I don't have this set up, but they'll have something like this where 911 is set up here, back here, and then yeah. This is basically what you want to try to stay away from, just police on the side, this, that, red, blue up top. I'm going to teach you guys today how to just properly police your vehicles and how to keep them in code. So obviously I've got a black and white Fedor right here. This is based off the Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, like this one in real life. So yeah, let me explain some basics about keeping your police vehicles up to code. You want to have police all around the vehicle on all four sides, or sheriff or trooper, or whichever police department you want, unless you're doing California. California has different penal codes, which means they can have things specific ways, so they don't have to have police in the front and stuff like that. But I'm just going to give you guys a simple what you should do. So, for example, different cities, and I'll use Nollywood. Spelt it wrong, Nollywood. I'm tired right now, in case you can't tell. So, Nollywood Police Department. I'm going to do something like this. Make it black. Now, as you can see here, it's quite visible that it's Nollywood. So, obviously, I'll actually, I'll take the time to make a decent livery. It's not like someone's going to kill me if I don't. No, you know what? I've given up. Alright. So, Nollywood over here and over there. Obviously, in this case, you'd have to move it onto this side, and then you'd have to align it over here so that it looks good. So let me just move it over, and then I'll add police to it. Obviously, I'll make this one black, and then I'll just make it smaller so it fits the text at least like this. So this would be something you want to take into consideration. You want to make sure whoever you're pulling over or whatever you're doing it online, you want to identify yourself with different certain with your department. So let's say you pull over somebody. Hi there, I'm Detective Lopez with the Nollywood Police Department. Obviously, you need to identify yourself and the police department you'd go for. And then in the front of the vehicles, most police departments do this. They put either police or some put traffic. It all depends on whatever you're going to do. Obviously, in this case, this will be a patrol car, so I'll put police up front. Obviously, I will make it wider, and I'll just do something like this. So, obviously, up front, if whoever looks in the rearview mirror, they'll see police, and then they'll move aside if they see red and blue lights. So, this is something you could do. You can also put traffic. And obviously, you want the text to be pretty thick so you can actually see it. But yeah, this is something that you'd want to see. So traffic up front or police. I'll keep it police in the case that we're building a sort of Nollywood police car, a patrol car. And then in the rear, you want to have police as well, or any type of markings that would identify a police department. In our case, we can actually get chevrons. If you don't know what chevrons are, some police departments do it. It's basically a technology that allows your police vehicle to be seen at night. So it would work something along the lines of this. I'm just going to create a quick set of chevrons. Alright, so we're done with these chevrons. So this is what chevrons would look like on the back of a police car. Obviously, here is a picture in real life for reference. Obviously, police departments put chevrons in the rear. They light up at night, and you can basically, a car coming in your direction will be able to see you at night, and they would know where you are to divert you away from them. And then in the rear, you can obviously put police into the back as well if you want to. Certain situations you wouldn't. In my case, actually, I'll put a website. Don't actually go here. It's not a real website. But basically, you can set up a website or whatnot in the back of your police car. Now, police departments sometimes will do this in real life. It is a common practice to see on multiple different police departments. Nollywood Police Department. I need to get some sleep. But yeah, it's like 4 in the morning, just so everyone knows. So basically, they'd have something along the lines of this. And then in the rear, you'd obviously have 911. In my case, we're going to add some text just to show what... just to show a sort of keeping it formal type of look. So dial 911 will be what we use. So this would be, and then at the other side it should do it because symmetry is on. And yes, dial 911. So obviously someone who needs to call the police would see that and dial it. That's how that works. And then obviously all police cars are numbered with unit numbers or call signs or unit, whatever, they're all numbered, okay? In my case, my numbers would match my call sign. In my case, it's 45 response 2. No one else should be using my call sign because it is a sort of exclusive to me one. So I'm going to leave it right up front where people can see it in case they do anything illegal and someone will report me for it. So that's where it would go. Along with that, it's best to keep another set in the rear so that people are still able to identify you. In some cases, police departments would just leave it at the bottom or they'd put it somewhere up top. I will actually stick these right onto the C pillar right here. I'll just stick it right over here. And then I'll just make it symmetrical on the other side. There we go. So 45 response 2 on both sides in the rear, and then you have that in the front. Alright, moving on. So obviously certain police cars will have antennas. I'm not going to go over all of that. And then you can also get the unit number on the rear if you just feel like doing it. Certain departments, for example, NYPD and other departments would use this. But it works, I guess. You all decide. I'm going to leave it. Actually, the back we're going to decide on certain things. So, another thing police departments would do would be having their own logo on the side, whatnot. In my case, I don't actually have it unlocked. That's odd. I kind of decided to reset my account even though I can technically give myself as many diamonds as I personally want. Oh, I have it right here, yeah. So, we'll put a small shield. I'll make it yellow to match most of whatever the hell we're doing. And I'll just leave it right on the front fender. Police departments normally put it right here, sometimes right here, or sometimes right in the back right here. In my case, it wouldn't work on either of these because it's sort of mismatched with the text, so I'll leave it on the front fender. Now, you don't have to identify the vehicle in question from the front or the back with either Nollywood, just police. So, obviously, that's all done. Let's talk about the lights. If you don't know how to set up a simple light setting, let me just offer this. Get a blue or a red or whatever. Set it up in a specific way so that it looks like it would work. Obviously, I'll make it like this. Now, obviously, what you want to do now is just stick something over it. It can be black, it can be whatever color you want. but just make sure it sticks right on top so it looks like it at least is some sort of light bar with a cover on top to cover the top, because that's how light bars normally work. Like this just looks like paint on top of the car. Right. If you want to keep your vehicles coded, you can have lights up front. Actually, most departments would have a set of red and blue lights up front. Here's red, and then I'll put blue on this side. They'll have red and blue here, and then in the back they will have some sort of lights onto the vehicle, so it's not just the light bar that's lighting up. I'll keep red. I'll make this side blue, and then I'll make this blue as well. And then over here we'll make this red. Stick this up here, and then I'll add another one and I'll make it red. Anyway, this is what you'd probably do to make a slick top police car. Just standard lights up front and in rear so that they do work. Now, obviously, okay, let me just spawn the vehicle in so I can just show you guys what it looks like in service. It's just gonna look like one of these. Obviously, Nollywood is over here, and I'm out of jurisdiction, so I'm not really supposed to be pulling people over out here. But this is basically how you'd make a sort of code police car, up to regulations and whatnot. You can obviously customize it to however you'd like, with different police departments, however you want to do it. I'm going to make a full series on different light bars you can have on the roof of your car, along with many other things like how to design chevrons, how to get loads of other things for your vehicle. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I'll catch you all next time, and peace.